pull higher or lower for like hours of content.
Just over and
Just
over
hours. Yep. Okay.
Ready?
again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello. Hello.
how is everyone?
Everyone tonight?
How's everyone?
How are you?
Always watching.
I'm always watching you, Mike Wazowski.
I didn't get things ready before because we were getting Domri on the bus, trying to get her off the bus.
Yeah, I think we were trying. She was riding the bus, and we couldn't get her off of it.
Yeah.
If you want to hear Don stuck on the bus, you can listen to our pre-drinks Patreon episodes available at the lowest tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm still recovering, and I have an early doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I hate the doctor, and I'm already stressing out and having anxiety. So I'm drinking Diet Coke. I'm still drinking just Diet Coke. So things gonna get wild. Yeah.
Sonia, what are you drinking tonight?
I have two different drinks. First, I'm drinking a blackberry smoothie, and then I'm drinking coffee. That's it. Apparently, I'm sober now.
We are such a party tonight because I'm drinking flattened ginger ale because I have a stomach ache.
Like in the last month, we got so old. Like, fuck, I gotta go to bed early.
I got COVID. I'm just blaming it all on COVID. It's not old age. It's just COVID.
I know, but you gave us your symptoms. Like, you're just like perplexing on us. You're just like, here.
Did you guys get sympathy sick? Oh,
yes, we did.
How close we are.
Yeah, instead of our
it's like syncing periods.
Yeah, instead of that,
we're syncing symptoms. Yeah.
Oh.
There she goes with a cough.
So I'm allergic to my dog.
I'm gonna have a cough forever.
And
oh yeah, you're allergic to your dogs, and so you get more.
And so my room used to be like my safe haven, but now we have the one living with us. So now I get to cough all the time. It's fun.
That's
okay. So our topic today is, what hobby would you get into if time and money wasn't an issue? And then the word is after.
I always forget the drink word, so I gotta remember it.
I know, same.
I feel like I would want to get into sculpting. You know, like with like a whole like have like the little wheel that spins and having a giant kiln and that kind of thing, and having like big, like you need to have space to sculpt.
Yeah, you do,
there's different kinds of sculpting, like putting things together, or marble sculpting, or pottery sculpting things, like there's tons of different stuff. They all require lots of space, and usually the things that you use to make the sculpting is expensive. So yeah, I feel like if money and time was no object, I would want to sculpt.
And then eventually you get so good where, like, those sculptures with like, it looks like they have a veil over the face. You can see every detail behind the veil. Like, it's impossible because it's stone, but it looks like it's just like a piece of fabric. Yeah. That's how good you're going to get.
Oh, apparently once I have all that money and time. I like the ones where it's like a big sculpture where the different perspective changes it, where like you walk by it and all of a sudden it looks different. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
And then it's like when you look really close, it just looks like a mess of geometric shapes, but from far away, your perspective creates an image because your brain always wants to make things recognizable.
See things, but it's just a blob. Those fishes blob.
Yeah, I want to be like that.
Yeah, that's cool too. That's super creative, right? Like you have to plan it from the beginning because you get one piece of whatever, and then like you have to know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Or
just have a lot of money. So if you fuck up, then you just get more.
You just start over.
Yeah.
Ow.
Did you just see your teeth? You're like, I'm gonna start sculpting right now. Sculpts a little like, what's the thinking David guy or whatever, the thinker in your teeth.
He's in there.
I'm just saying, you could probably like teeth, the bone. People sculpt bone.
Yeah, that's creepy though. I think
It's creepy. It starts taking our DNA, like
just like I don't know, like whenever people like talk about their teeth, mine kind of like hurt a little. But then you see like people who like file their teeth to like different like the pointy thing, like people are like I can't. Like,
well, it's like how so many celebrities actually like don't have their real teeth, and it's really weird to think about because they all have veneers.
Yeah.
So they all have their teeth. Yeah, so they have their teeth like filed down, and so they're all little nubbins to hold the fake teeth on top. Yeah, and that's like most celebrities. So
it's creepy.
Just remember, like, if you're ever feeling self-conscious, celebrities don't have real teeth. So
they just
there you go.
Yeah,
they don't feel anything.
Yeah, that's a hobby I take. Just like replace all my body parts. That sounds like a hobby. Like people just do that for fun. No time.
Just want to go on plastic surgery. It's only on Tuesdays, you know.
Yeah, no, you can do it every day.
Different nose every season.
It's a hobby, so you just like schedule it for every Tuesday, you know, like whatever.
Oh, because it's like that's your hobby day. You pick Tuesdays. Yeah. I only have Tuesdays. I can't do hobbies any other day. Tuesdays. Yeah. That's it. It's pretty specific.
Yeah.
What would you do, Dawn?
Culinary. I would definitely cook a lot more, bake and stuff. I would take more classes, and I'd have a bigger kitchen. That's for sure.
Oh,
I'd have all the like small appliances and everything.
10 air fryers going at one time.
Well, that'd be perfect because I'll go great with my hobby of eating. And since I have all that money and time, then I can just like work out and suction all the excess fat out. So that'll work with my hobby.
Plastic surgery Tuesday.
Exactly. Yeah. A simple outpatient lipo, you know.
It doesn't matter. Calories no longer matter.
The dream.
Yeah.
I feel like Gilmore Girls skewed me in that way because can you imagine if the Gilmore Girls were fat women? And I'm not even talking like fat women. I'm talking like the average size woman, because the whole series, the running joke is they can eat whatever they want. They have a terrible diet, but they're always thin. Yeah. So it's like if they weren't thin, that wouldn't have been a funny joke, you know. They'd have been like, "Oh, haha, fat people." That would have been the joke.
Been the whole joke. Like, oh, you're eating because
here I am watching Gilmore Girls. I'm like, oh, if you're thin and eat all you want, that's a quirky trait that guys like, apparently. So Gilmore Girls ruined me for that. Made me think eating could be like a hobby for the average person with bad genes.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm like the age Lorelai is, or like I was like, I'm gonna guess like a few years after, but like mid-season, and I like can't even look at a chocolate bar without my teeth hurting a little, or like getting hungover the next day. Like, and I always ate junk food, like hands of candy all the time. But now my body's like, you're too old. Like I'm sure people like that with alcohol. Eventually, you're too old. Yeah. So I like to know, that's the unrealistic part to me, is that like she's eating cake right before bed and she wakes up at 6 a.m. just fine.
Yeah, not bloated.
The one episode where she craves an apple, that's such a red flag for her that she thinks she's pregnant. Okay, that's how bad her dietary, like the one time she craved a healthy food, she thought, oh gosh, there must be something else inside of me craving that, you know?
Yeah. But like apples aren't even that good for you. Like if you eat too many of them, you're going to get diabetes.
No, they actually do damage to your teeth though, because the acid in them.
Yeah, citric acid does, but so does like wine, beer, coffee.
Yeah.
Just
Don't talk bad about coffee. Jeez.
Yeah,
I
smack about
have
coffee.
this terrible habit of chewing my drinks. Like I don't know what it is. It's just and so because of that, like I
You,
should
like, smush
technically
them
have. Yeah,
in
I
your
have
mouth?
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's disgusting. I'm sorry to anyone that has to drink beverages with me. Like my mom used to hate it. So
I'm a swisher. I think maybe it's an autism.
Oh, probably.
I'm a swisher too.
Yeah, maybe. Let's get some doctors on the phone.
My mom used to like yell at me for that. She'd be like, swallow your fucking drink. And I'd be like, I don't even know what you're like, I don't even know what's wrong. And so like I'm actually surprised that my teeth aren't like completely wrecked because I'm drinking Diet Coke, swishing it around my teeth every sip, just destroying my enamel. But that's okay, because when I don't have teeth anymore, that's when I know I'm a celebrity.
That's right. You're famous.
That's when we get our veneers.
Yeah. There we go. So it works out,
1 year closer.
Drink swishers.
If you want us to have fake teeth.
I didn't know where you were going with that, and then you're like, if you want us to have fake teeth, and I was trying to swish my drink around, and it almost came out my nose, and now it stings a little bit.
It's the wrong show. Where's
Yeah, blow my nose a little bit, guys. It's a little tingly up there.
Just got the caffeine in it.
She snorted the wrong Coke, guys. Like,
oh yeah, not the good one. Damn it.
Not the good one.
Okay,
I guess that would be a hobby. If money and time were no object, I would do drugs.
Happy, right? Like,
I'm just like this utopia. Like the world is so
just dropping acid in my backyard, I can't go on real trips, so I'm just fucking do some shrooms and stuff and just have a good time all day.
You'd have a nanny.
It'll go good with my sculpting. Like I'll do the shrooms and then I'll sculpt. That would
bring out your artisticness.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's gonna free my mind, man. So there we go. That's my hobby.
I would
weigh you down.
I think I would be a product tester too. Like that'd be unlimited shopping.
People have to do that for like spare money, but you're like, no, I'm doing it for fun. Save the rabbits. Test on me.
Next time we see her like eyelids are all puffed out, like she's having like rashes and allergic reactions.
This is so much fun.
It was so fun. My skin's falling off, but it's cool. Oh, there goes a tooth. Whatever.
She saved so many rabbits.
Yeah. They wear the lipstick best. Like rabbits don't even have lips. I don't even understand. Like, it's just like, what is their shades? Like, how do you know?
I heard your lip shade that's best for you is the same color as your like areola.
It's your nipple.
So yeah. So like, I'd have to look at the rabbit's nipples to see what color would suit them best. Are you just checking?
I'm checking, but like. My nipple color, I don't like that color. I like a darker, brighter red. And like this is like a pale purple. Like it's not very nice.
Well, you gotta try it. Maybe for a future episode. Well, maybe for a future episode, we all try to find our nipple lip color and then we do it and we see how we look.
I'm gonna whip my tail at Sephora.
We could get each other's as well, so we could see maybe I'll look better with a Dawn nipple. Right? We don't know, so we could like try.
I could look great with Sonia nipple lips, like.
Yeah.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Testing.
I feel like
we can sell the versions of our nipples. See, you could already buy MS Paint versions of our nipples on our Redbubble merch store. You can find on our link tree, but maybe eventually we can branch out into lipsticks of our nipples.
Oh, my contour.
Or
Remember-
yeah, makeup line.
Dawn's couture. Oh, this is like early episode like reach.
Yeah,
But yeah, Dawn's
Like a
contour.
year ago.
and I'll have nipple lips. That will be my
Nipple
lipstick.
nipple
Nipple
lips.
lips.
Jessica nipple lips. Dawn
I
nipple
feel
lips.
like
Sonia nipple
That's
lips.
someone's
We're
like
so
nickname
good
already.
at marketing. We're so good.
I know.
That's what they're. That's what nipple lips look like to me.
Wait, what? Start again. All I heard was our nipples and our I got
She said,
none of
"This
that.
is what nipple lips look to me."
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
This is like someone's
her
name
mouth
already.
started moving.
I understand. I understand, Sonia. It's all good.
You gotta make them really tiny.
Well, my lips already are, so
Squish them together so it's only one little nip.
I've noticed my lips getting thinner. I think as I get older, maybe I'll try like injections at some point.
Mm.
I want
Mine are-
injections.
Mine are still poofy enough because I got an overbite, so it helps. But I've noticed like my under eyes are getting really thin. Like,
Yep, mine too. And they're like darker.
well, that's because we don't sleep. But like, they're just like I feel
like,
like I can
getting
almost
the
see my
wrinkles.
eyeball. It's just wrinkles. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting the smile lines, and I got like this one right here, so I need some Botox.
I got
there.
the one right there. Yeah, and
I
when you
just
can
wear
like,
glasses.
I can feel it. Like when
Yeah,
it's like
same.
even though I don't see it, I can feel it, and that's when
Yeah,
I'm like,
you can feel
damn
that
it.
one freaking line.
Yeah.
So
I gotta stop scowling
just-
so much. That's my problem.
Yeah,
I keep looking at people like, what the fuck? Like,
I know,
and
like,
that's
my
what's
eyebrows
causing
pinched
that little
together,
forehead
like-
line.
Yeah.
I don't have the lines too much. It's the pores are getting bigger. Like people can fall into my forehead.
No, that's my
happening.
cheek.
Just dive.
Yeah. Like the older I get, the wider my head holes get. I don't know. But like a real sign of aging. So I haven't had gray hair forever. Like now I'm like getting older than Dawn Marie. And
I know. I was gonna say I've been a member since I was 17. Welcome.
so in like the last 6 months, I've just been like so many like starters in like my hairline. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Are you a plucker?
No, because I'm bald already. I can't lose any more
I
hair.
can't risk the hair loss.
Yeah, no, my forehead's like giant. Yeah, no, I can't risk it. So I'm just
Well,
gonna
I
like
moved
just watch
past.
it.
Oh, I moved past gray. I'm in white era. Like my hair's white almost, so that's why I color it blonde, and you can't tell now. And people will look at my eyebrows and they'll be like, "Oh, that's brown with blonde." And I'm like, "No, it's gray with white, guys."
You always get so many
many
compliments.
Yeah.
I
Like,
do.
on
I
your
don't
eyebrows.
understand.
And
I
one day
know.
my eyebrows will be like that. I'll be like, yeah. I'll just hold them out to people. Like, do you
One
think
day
this is
I'll have
nice?
eyebrows.
Yeah.
One day they'll be there.
Your
kinda see,
henna's
like, a
like washing
shadow.
off. Yeah, you had that henna, right?
Yeah, it only lasts like 6 weeks. It's washed off
Oh,
months ago.
I was like, it's washing
this is
off.
me au natural, actually.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is all the eyebrow you get.
That's it. It's darker than it was before, I think. Then because like I still thought you had henna.
No, I think it's like the shadow is kind of like reflecting off of it, but like I don't like this is like no plucking, no nothing. This is
Yeah.
what I have, and it's a light shadow of an eyebrow that might be, you know. So.
A shadow of what was once was.
I don't know.
I
I've
just-
always had like blonde hair. It's like my hair is not growing in blonde now though. It's growing in like a brown, but it's still no grays. But I dye my hair too often, so who knows? Maybe they're hiding.
You're also young. You're like so young.
Yeah.
There's only like what, like a 5-year age difference.
Every time we talk about it, it just feels like the gap is getting bigger. I'm like, oh, like I'm so old.
Sonia
think,
thinks
like-
she's already in her 40s. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it. I don't know, maybe older. I feel like I'm older, but it's because I had kids too young. Don't do it because like
yeah.
they just suck the life out of you. And like the earlier you start, the earlier start they have to like suck the life out of you, little succubuses, just like, ooh, and then like you just
They
get
take
exhausted.
everything.
Yeah, and they don't outgrow it.
No.
Like, it's like you just I'm gonna be 80 in 10 years. Like it's just
Yeah.
I feel like that's the issue with getting older is it's like by the time you have the time and money to do whatever hobbies you want, you don't have the body for it. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you can't just go out and do things. Like Chris has been talking about possibly for our listeners, my husband Chris has been talking about possibly like learning to skateboard again because he used to skateboard, but he's legit scared to like break his arm. You know, like he's like, I can't, like if I break my arm now, like that's months I might not be able to work at like full efficiency, like doing what he does, where you kind of need two arms most of the time. So it's like, you know, that's a real risk when you're older. So he's like, I don't
like,
know
oh,
if I want to do it. Yeah.
how long am I gonna be out? Like, you know.
Yeah, like what am I gonna do if I like actually break my arm trying to skateboard? Because you know you can't always just let it heal when you're a kid. You don't have like people counting on you as much, to like
And
do
you don't
things.
care. Like I don't even go to the basement.
Yeah.
I make sure I hold on to the railing as tight as I can, because if I fall, the recovery from that is not as quick as what it
Yeah.
might have been a long time
I
ago.
know.
Like, oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And then like, so now I'm like doing like these tricks to carry things down the stairs. Like I'll hold the basket of something and I'll drag it down. I'll do one step at a time, kind of like rested on my, like a whole thing to make sure I'm not falling down the stairs holding anything.
I drag my baskets all the way down. Like I'll grab it and I'll just like go thump, thump, thump. Like, cause I can't like carry it down. I'm like, fuck that noise. I'll trip, fall, and like no.
So I know I'll trip on something, like I'll slip, something will happen. So like it's if I can't hold the railing, it's like 5 minutes it takes me to go to the basement. I'm not risking it.
Maybe that's a hobby
laundry
I'll get
suits to come
into,
back.
lifting.
Oh,
We gotta start.
weightlifting.
We gotta lift, but we have to start with like small weights and work our way up to
Like,
laundry baskets.
with
2 pounds.
wine bottles. Just like,
Like alcoholic jazzercize,
The whole episode of us just like
running.
I've
to a
seen beer yoga. I've seen it, like I know is a thing, but they like add
do you
anything
do
to yoga
beer
nowadays. You get like an
Yeah.
open beer, and then like you'll do like some of the poses, and you'll just have your beer in your hand. You can like drink it, but
you know what?
it's supposed to
Something they
relax.
won't start chicken yoga. Those fuckers, if you get eye level, like no, don't do it.
Maybe they'll make it daring. It'll be like a chicken HIIT, like chicken hit, the high intensity interval training.
To get
spend like
away
2
from the
minutes with the
chicken.
chickens, and then you have to hold yourself up above the chickens doing like a chin whatever for like
Or they'll get
a little bit. Yeah.
And they can jump, so
Motivating.
you gotta like lift your legs up higher. Like it's or they'll like find a way to like come down at you, and you gotta like bob and weave, or you gotta punch the chicken in the face. Like,
Isn't that something they do in Rocky though? He has to like catch the chicken or something, or is it a pig or something? What is it? He has to catch something. What does Rocky have to catch? Is it a pig?
I know he fights meat, like he punches steak. I don't know.
Or is it like a chicken? Rocky has to catch some sort of farm animal or something. This is a thing. I'm pretty sure.
I've seen Rocky so many times too. Like it's all of the Rockies.
All right, what does he do? Oh no, I don't want the actual Rocky workout. And they're like, hey, you want to be Rocky?
It would be Rocky for a day.
I'm surprised you didn't do that. Yeah,
I did already.
Oh,
You
damn,
missed
I
it.
missed it. I was too into the my class. It was a chicken. Yeah, it is Rocky 2. He a chicken chase. So Rocky does the clip is called Kentucky Fried Idiot.
Okay.
And he did it to improve his footwork. So
Yeah, you don't. They just like eventually come to you. Like you just throw some seed down, and they're just good to go.
perfect. So now we know. We at least there's a way to incorporate chickens into our workout routines.
They usually just like slowly, like I'll like one will be around, and I'll put like you can't see, but like I'll have a hand like this, like I'm gonna scoop them, and then I bring like another hand, so I scare their bottoms, and then like they're like oh doop, and then you just pick them up, and then you hold them and you pet them.
It's a thing.
Not like a rooster though. My rooster's an asshole, and he bites. He like attacks, tries to kill you. He'll knock you down and then go for your face, cut your jugular. He's Rocky. You should fight Rocky. And then
you go into your backyard, you trip, and then all of a sudden you look, and it's like just a pile of bodies that your rooster has just been murdering the neighbors and piling them there.
That's why I don't get any Amazon
good
packages.
horror movie. They killed the Amazon guy.
Yeah. It's just like dead.
Who needs your 6 dogs? You got chickens, man. You don't need any like other guard animal.
My dogs are nicer than the chickens.
And that's what I mean. You don't even need dogs. You just have scary chickens.
And my cats are nicer. No, the cats are as mean as the chickens. The dogs are nicer. That's my final thought.
You need a beware of chicken sign. You know they have beware of dogs.
My
you
driveway.
need like beware of chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Feathery raptors, be aware.
Like a Jurassic Park sign. You know?
I would love a Jurassic Park fence around my property.
Yeah.
And when you come in,
like
it's
careful electric, you know.
Yeah. Our electric fence is out. Be careful.
You have it like open up. Finally, the Amazon guy comes to and drops the package off at your door because they're just curious.
Yeah. This is what I would do if I had the time and money for a hobby. I'd have Jurassic Park chicken themed park. That's what I would have. Jurassic Park. No, for a real like hobby would be have you ever seen like elaborate DM sets, Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeon Master, Dom Racer? Because you don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
And they have like forests, like they spend so much time on like these elaborate like cities. So think of like model, like you know when people make their towns, like in Beetlejuice, where like the people did like their town. So I would do that, but with like Dungeons and Dragon theme things. I don't know how to explain it for you, but like that's what I would do, and it'd be like dungeons and terrain and all this other like I do like a whole map of like the whole floor of a house, just like a dungeon for little minis. So like a whole world.
You know another hobby
so
I would do? I would turn my whole house into a library. Like I would line every single wall as a bookshelf. That's what I would do. And I put like cookbooks in the kitchen. And like have it organized that way.
Dawn doesn't read her books, remember? They're trophies.
Oh, they're trophies.
Yeah, they're my trophies.
Yeah. So all the books on the wall when like they're just there.
Yeah.
They're just decoration. But trophies usually mean you have to do something for them.
I would still read them like just digitally, and then have them like showcased.
Showcase piece. Would you cut them off in half so they're just the spines?
No.
Have you guys seen that?
No.
I would never use my book. What? No.
Yeah. They're like people use them for decoration. Like they'll have like a little mini bookshelf and it's like thin like this bullshit. And like it's just the spines of books. Like they murdered the books. I don't know. It's terrible. It hurts my heart every time I see. Like they
just want to look like they read. They don't want to actually do the reading.
So you're like, oh, I've been looking for this book forever. And you take it off the shelf and it's just a nubbin. Like that sounds like a nightmare to me. Like you're like, oh, that's a Stephen King night. Like you just go and then like it's not books.
Not
It's all the
books.
books you want to read, but you can never actually read them.
Yeah, it's a torture chamber. Like that guy in Pennsylvania, like you get to if you win, you get money. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what he has there. Is the library.
Would
of
you
books.
okay, Don, would it be like because you'd want to show them off, would you like rope off the bookshelves and make it like a library that people could like more like a museum that people could walk through to see your collection? Put
For a
like little
second,
plaques of like info of like this specific genre and author.
For a
No,
second,
no
I
one's
thought
coming
you
in my
forgot
house.
the word
This
of
is just for
museum.
me. Like,
This is just my stuff. Don't touch.
Yeah.
Well, I was just imagining her like hosting people like $5 a ticket to come see the giant sex erotica
Bedroom.
novel library
Yeah,
thing,
the smart library.
museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people
that
have
John
a
has.
porn museum. Domri has like a smart. And you can have like fan art, like
Yeah.
posters, and
Yeah.
like you could have people read. Like you can have like you push play and someone's like reading. A
The
paragraph.
audio books, like
Yeah. You just like hit a button under it and it has like the most smuttiest moany scene in the book. It's like
You could have private listening booths too with headphones. Or just make everyone have to hear it. Like no
that's
matter
why
what.
they're there. Yeah, you go through like everyone, like you know when you're in the toy
like,
store.
oh,
Yeah. Like it's like all the like obnoxious Christmas toys with buttons. You're like run, but now you do that with all the books.
it's just constant moaning in my house. Then
Yeah, and like
CAS
lots-
comes.
good
They're
girls.
like, we've gotten some complaints. We have to look around.
Caleb just gets a hold of everything. He starts going like that constantly. Instead of talking, he just moans all the time. Like, girls, I
Like, progresses his speech.
Oh no. Oh
He
no.
goes to school, pull my hair. Like it's just
No. Okay,
Spank me.
seriously though, like that's the issue with autistic kids because sometimes you say something and that's what sticks.
yeah.
Currently, it's Lyric getting a diaper change and she goes, "Bye, shart," because we said she sharted once, and so now it's like everything's a shart. So it's like, we're changing her bum. She's like, "Bye, shart." Shart all done.
Bye, see you later.
Shart. and then she gets confused because then she gets shart and shark, and so she'll start going baby shart, mommy shart, and now it's just like a mess. And we're just like, no, please don't say that. But yeah, it is what it is. Autism.
It is what it
Great.
is. Have fun. Ah.
I would drink more because I feel like if I have all the time and money in the world, I might as well just day drink.
Well, you can because you have the money for someone else to take care of your kids.
Well, see,
Yeah.
that'd be the thing. I would day drink and then I'd actually go to bed at a decent hour.
A night nurse? Oh my god. just sleeping. That's my turn on is sleeping. Apparently, just like a good night's sleep. That's all it takes these days.
Oh, geez. The ability to relax. That'd be a nice hobby.
Yeah,
to take on.
Relaxing.
Even all the shit that I'm having, like they're like, do for self-care. I'm like, that's so much fucking work. I just
It
don't
is.
want to do anything. I just
Yeah.
want to lay there like a blob of slime and have my bones disintegrate and just turn to jello. Okay, that's what I want to do for at least a 24-hour period. I don't want to have to like go and buy certain ingredients for things or go have to book an appointment where I have to go somewhere or talk to strangers. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to turn to jello and relax.
Just jello. Yeah. Like even when I do get like the opportunity to turn into jello, but I can never turn into jello because something happens and I hear Kyle freaking out at whoever's causing a nonsense. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not fair to him for me to just like leave it. So I have to go put on pants and help him deal with the nonsense. So like, it's great that I get the opportunity, but it's not.
Then do you really get the opportunity? Like,
Yeah,
if nonsense is still going on? Yeah, so no.
I just need to move out.
Well, there's also like the issue. It's like you can't like, at least for me, I can't fully turn into Jello because I'm always thinking in the back of my head of all the shit I'm not doing because I'm taking Jello time, and it's like this Jello time is gonna kick me in the ass later because I didn't do the dishes or I didn't prep groceries or I didn't figure out what's for dinner or whatever else it is, you know. And so
I didn't
like,
put away the laundry. I didn't.
Yeah. How can you fully enjoy your Jello time if you know like things are just piling up? That's the thing. I want nothing after my Jello time either. I want Jello time, and then I want a little post Jello time where I'm like,
you need to
turning
recover
back.
from Jello. Yeah, you need
right.
That's
Not
like a
right
with
from
like
Jello to-
vacationing.
Yeah,
It's like when you vacation, like
your vacation.
Yeah, like as soon as I get back from vacation, it's like all hectic every single time. And then I'm like, fuck, I need another vacation. Like as soon as I get home, I need another one.
Because you need to like catch up on what you put off on your vacation, right? Like
exactly.
Like I
And
so
sometimes it's always more. Like it's
right.
more
Like
than
how does that happen?
like we took like 1 week off.
Yeah.
For like Vegas. And I came back with 3 weeks worth of stuff to do. And I was
That's
like,
what
no.
like, how did that happen?
What?
Yeah.
How did that work?
I feel like I just caught up. But like we after Vegas we went to Ontario for like Christmas and then shit happened and then we went to Ontario for Danica's birthday. So I feel like I'm always playing catch up. Like I need to stop leaving my house. I guess it's not working. But like
you shouldn't have moved. So
I know. Yeah. And there's like no farms left in Ontario. They're all like townhouses now. And like I told you guys earlier, but Napanee, Ontario now has a new bylaw effective in July that you can get fined for $2,000 every chicken you have. Like that's just like because of like the guy, what are those people? The head of I don't know, town council people. One of them.
Okay.
was like, oh, we're gonna get avian flu. The people in Chile got an avian flu because of their chickens, so we're gonna get it. And everyone's like, oh, avian flu. But like it's mostly big farm chicken that is affecting these things. Like, but no, they're not getting shut down. It's like backyard people who are trying to be self-sufficient. And it's just like one more step to us needing to pay for oxygen. Like it's just
like I can understand regulating chicken ownership, but that's not saying people just shouldn't have chickens. That's saying people shouldn't have 500 chickens on like a small tiny plot of land if they live in like a little town. Like it's
like
a couple chickens.
I understand. Yeah.
And like Napanee is like it's a town. It's not very big. It's not like it's chicken. It's perfect for chicken ownership. I would say.
So. I would I would understand. Like I feel so bad for my neighbors, but they're so sweet because my rooster at like 3 a.m. starts his bullshit. So like, and I'm like, and I keep trying to be like, oh, like I give my eggs away for free. She's like, no, you pay. I pay. Like I'm like, but my rooster's so annoying. Just take the eggs, and she's like, no. So like yeah, she's so sweet. But like if I had shitty neighbors that would call, then I think I would get in trouble. Like I don't know the laws here. I have too many dogs. I'm sure I exceed whatever I'm supposed to have, but around here it's if you have a douchey neighbor, then you get in trouble. Like that's pretty much the rule here. But I imagine in other areas, Ontario's getting really bad. I think there's too much city people moving out to country life, and then they're not liking it. They're like, well, I don't want the country life. Then why the fuck you leave your city? Like it's just like
afford the city. Like
it's so insane.
Or they
Yeah.
want more space. Like that's usually what it is. And then they get all
Yeah.
the space and then they're like, "Oh, but I don't want to actually deal with the space," or like, "I hate always having to
Yeah.
drive to the city." Yeah.
They're just, and then like a Walmart is down the street from like a farm that could be used for like apple orchards and stuff. But no, let's put another Walmart. That's
Yeah.
just like fucking government. It's not
Yeah.
good. Bring our dictatorship. We need it. We need it.
I know. Because like, because Ford has like a majority or whatever. He's pretty much just doing whatever the fuck he wants. Everything else
Yeah.
is a formality. So it's, he's selling off all the good land to contractors and he's underfunding our schools and our hospitals while giving money to private care hospitals and making laws
Yeah.
for private care hospitals that they can pretty much hire anyone. Like they don't have to fully be licensed or anything. So that's
Yep.
pretty cool. Thanks, Ford.
Yeah. Also, he's like
You
telling
know.
the people of Toronto who to vote for, and
Oh yeah. Well, it's just funny to me because it's like people like bitch about dictatorships and shit like that, and it's like, well, obviously Ford's not like a dictator. We still got a little bit of freedom because we can criticize him on our podcast.
Yeah, that's it. That's our
But-
freedom.
yeah, but like in reality, we don't have any power. I still, I like it's just like we're still powerless in our ability to actually do anything when it comes to the way the government is running, and that's frustrating as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd be a
And,
hobby.
like,
I'd go into politics. That'd be my hobby.
oh, that's a good. I'd go into protesting because I am too broke and tired to do that right now. But
Yeah.
I would go protest the shit. I would go park in front of Justin's house and just follow him around, like with signs. I'd like strobe lights, anything. No bouncy houses because those are for Nazis. But I would like anything else. I just go follow him around. He's like, oh, we're like giving these provinces grocery relief. Every other province except for like my end, like so all the maritime provinces, the poorest provinces, none of the territories, and the poor provinces do not get this grocery relief. So like the places where the cost of living is higher and the minimum wage is lower, they're not getting support. But the people who pay your bill the most are, because those are the people who pay the more taxes, are the higher.
And
Yeah.
fucking grocery relief is it's like one grocery shop for the average family.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
peanuts. And where the fuck are you going to spend that money? At a Galen Weston fucking store. So all
Yeah.
that money is another paycheck to Galen fucking Weston. What a
Yep.
real grocery relief would for the government to nationalize and control grocery chain prices.
Yes.
So that people can actually afford the fucking food. But instead,
Yes.
he's just doing the backdoor way of pretending to give poor people money, but really he's just giving Galen Weston another paycheck.
It's not the
Hate
good
fucking
backdoor.
relief like that. So
Yeah.
fuck that. Fuck him.
Yeah.
It's on site.
That's it. You gotta like follow him around with strobe lights, but like we don't have time. We gotta
I know.
overworked to pay for the groceries. Like it's terrible, but it's
Oh, we'll start like our commune and our farm, and then we'll take all our goods and open a pop-up grocery store in quotation marks in front of politicians' houses where people can just like come by and get like free food from us because we're not selling it, so it's not like
Yeah.
against the law. But we call it a pop-up grocery store and like just do it in front of like all the politicians' houses. We'll have to mass organize it.
yeah.
'cause
We
I
need,
want it
we need
all
more
in
than
front of
just us.
every politician's house in Canada, all on the same day, and people can
Yeah.
get free food. It'll
Like
be
a
mass
food bank
marketing
kind of
protest
thing.
event.
Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
protest. I love how our protesting is like, well, how can we help the community while we're trying to get the word out? Like,
Yeah.
we're not trying to cause damage or anything. Like, but like, unfortunately, I feel like I so many years always hate the violent part of protests, but like I feel like we're there now.
Yeah.
And it's I'm not,
Nothing's
like,
ever changed without violence. Nothing.
I feel like it should have been. I thought like we're at like a time in like social development in our brains that we could have just dealt with it in a civilized, in quotations, manner. but like I feel like we need to start burning big businesses down. Not people's personal property. I'm not there yet, but like
Not there
businesses
yet.
and like schools and the Parliament House thing on the hill, whatever that's fucking called, I forget. But I just feel like we're there. Like we need to start burning public buildings down.
Well, it's there's not the powerful will never relinquish power. Like that's just in human history, that's just how it is. So it's like no one's ever gotten anything without violence. Like, and people always forget that because it's always like, oh, we need peaceful protests. Peaceful protests has never solved anything, and the people that argue that we need peaceful protests are the people that either propagandized and brainwashed by the powerful or the powerful. Like those are the two, because it's like we got minimum wage, we got, you know, child labor laws changed because we used to hang bosses in the middle of the fucking street. Like that wasn't like we peaceful protest for you know, and they were like, oh yeah, we should introduce labor laws. It's like, no, hundreds, thousands of people died working in factories, you know, not that long ago, 100 years ago, and they were like, okay, we should probably kill our bosses. That seems reasonable.
We work harder now like than we did when we had child like abuse labor. We're like, how are we working harder now?
Well, and like, let's remember, one side is always violent. The powerful people, the people that are controlling the poverty levels, that control the police, that control, like they are already violent every day. You know, the fact that poverty exists, they're violent every day. So it's like, it's only when we become violent that it's a problem.
Well, I don't want to hang anybody. I just want to burn buildings down.
Well, yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, like small steps. But like, I'm doing all the groceries. That's
just for the lawyers. We're not suggesting people burn buildings down. That's no. We're just wink, wink, nudge, nudging. In a hypothetical that in the past,
dictators.
Listen.
Yeah,
I will do my due diligence and I will kidnap JT. Okay, I will hold him hostage.
That's like
I will do my due diligence to do that.
If the RCMP comes to your house, I'm not involved.
That's
but the RCMP is listening to us, girls. We made it. Like, you know,
can you hit that like follow button, please?
Yeah, RCMP, JD, make sure to rate us from wherever you're getting your podcast and leave us a review. We might read it live on air.
Yeah. Don went to prison.
Oh, that'd be a fun show. I'm sure you get
that'd
like
be a great update.
Right? Yeah. Dahmer went to prison. We don't know why, but like she's gone now.
If all of this has to get redacted, they block us. They're like, oh, they're threatening violence against politicians. No, we're not. We're just suggesting it maybe eventually. That's all. Not right now.
And I'm not saying violence, like kidnapping him isn't violent. I'm just inviting him over to my house that he just can never leave. That's it. Like, I'm not being mean to him.
I just want him to fluff his hair. Like,
sort of pet him, okay?
Yeah.
And he just can't leave until he does what I say. That's all. But I wouldn't be violent. There's no violence.
What is that? Misery. That's the
yeah. No, she was violent. She ends up like
broke his leg,
breaking his like leg or something too, and like
you gotta do what you gotta do.
It would be funny, Dawn, because you would become the hero of the Freedom Convoy.
I know.
If you kidnap JT.
I would. Nazis would love you.
They would fucking love you. You would be like their face. Like that, yeah.
You'll be their queen. Just
oh
be
my
like,
god!
Hitler, you know, like by Domri. Whatever the Hitler equivalents to Domri.
Dawn's eyebrows will become the new Hitler mustache. Like in the future, what people will think about every time they see gray eyebrows, they're like, "You're really pulling those off? Do you not know what happened?" Like,
do you not know who wore those?
Oh my god.
Like 100 years ago. Do you know who wore their eyebrows like that?
Is that
Not
Don
Charlie
Draper?
Chaplin. Yeah.
She kidnapped the prime minister
Prime Minister.
and yeah.
She
Broke his
pecked
leg.
him.
Begin.
That's all she did.
Well, you would be branded a terrorist. So
I would.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
once you go to prison, you don't have to worry about bills anymore. So
That's
like,
true.
it's a win-win situation. I think you should go and take one for the team. Like that's
Oh, and you don't have to deal with like your household, your kids, the school board. Like,
oh my
that
god,
sounds
you
like
can actually
those
turn
are all the
into
things
Jell-O.
I don't want to deal with. Yeah.
I know.
Oh my god.
Prison
Maybe I'll
sounds
go
like a
kidnap
good time.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. What kind of things
People
can
in
you go to
prison would
for?
love me the second the word got out of what I did and why I'm there. Like, I'm pretty sure I would be really famous.
Yeah. No matter what their like political beliefs are, the fact that you like stole a politician. But then
Yeah.
like, oh, do you think you'd get like love letters like from creepy women sending you their underwear? You know, they do that to like prison people. Yeah. That's what's gonna
But
happen.
men?
You're gonna get the women. It's
No,
only
women.
crazy women. It's only women
No.
who do that kind of stuff because
I'm pretty sure there's going to be crazy men doing that too, though.
Yeah,
You're
some men
like,
will.
men
They'll be
love
like,
me.
that's my dream girl right there.
Well, make sure to put the your address on our link tree so that all the opinionated lushes fans can send you their undies in prison.
Oh, they're undies. Like
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't know.
my prison address.
You can like keep them on your wall, like just trophies, decorating. Martha Stewart comes to check out. You'd be like,
Oh
"Look
my
what
god,
did
I could start a
for her."
GoFundMe. Like, oh my god, my canteen will be so full all the time.
There you go. All the pads. You'll have unlimited sanitary napkins.
I will thrift the shit out of this.
No diva cup for you. You can have pads. You can afford it.
Ooh.
That's
I'll be so rich. It'll be great.
But you're
All you
in
have to do-
prison. What do you like?
I know, but you
I'm
get to be
gonna
rich.
start a
versus
prison
rich.
gang, and I'm gonna be the richest prison person ever. Don't worry, it's all coming together.
This is the plan. It's coming together.
Yeah.
I do think what's that? Fuck, I'm having a brain fart. What's the chef's name that always swears?
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay. There we go. Gordon Ramsay does do shows where he goes to prisons.
Yeah.
Has Martha Stewart done a show where she goes to a prison?
She
'Cause I do
talks
think
about
that would
going
be
to
actually
prison.
went to prison.
Yeah, I do think
Go
that would have
there.
been like a funny show concept where she goes to prisons to like decorate inmates like cells. I think that would be fun. Like like she gets the limited prison whatever they have and she has to like find a way to beautify it. She has to like she gets like prison ingredients. Yeah, she gets like fun
Yeah.
like the prison food and she finds a way to make like a 5-course dinner or something. That would be a fun
HTV should
show.
do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be Martha, but like it could be like trading spaces and like but like a whole
Trading
prison
cellmates.
thing. Yeah. And you got like certain things and like you can't have anything pointy or sharp. Like how are you gonna like put stuff on the wall? Gum. You gotta chew gum and like stick it up.
Oh, that'd be such a cute show though. I'd watch it.
Me too. Like, just be like,
That would be our hobby. We would make really good reality
That's
television.
the TV we want to watch. Yeah. I just like nobody else. We'll
No.
have like your own network, like Netflix, but like it'll be like Lushiflix.
Lush of what?
We could just call it OLTV or something.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, because that doesn't
Yeah.
really roll off the tongue. It doesn't sound good. We need a marketing team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd
That'd
like
be
that HTV would be our, but OL TV, and we have prison. But like we'll have like a whole series of just like it'd be like a different decorating, different tear up to the bones and redo it. You know, like those kind of shows where like go in and they take everything out and then they rebuild it. And then there's the cooking. There's prison writing. We can have love shows where like you like the prisoner and like the pen pal, and then like maybe they get catfished. We could have prison catfish. Like,
oh my gosh, prison's where it's at. That's where all the good TV is.
That's
you
right.
know?
Because
Yeah.
those people have no rights. We can just exploit them as much as we want.
I know, it's so sad.
Poor prison people. Oh. You don't need rights.
Oh, no, but you'll be big and famous on the telly. Like,
People will know who you are.
You guys can start cameos after you're free. You know, so they'll
Yeah.
get that for
Listen,
life.
I know you got 25 to life, but this is all you got, so you might as well.
Yeah. You have to talk to people on the internet on
Yeah.
your free time if you don't stab anybody that week.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely going to be working with hardened criminals. We're not going to low level criminals and stuff like that. No, we're working with the murderers.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the murderers. That's it.
Just
Yeah.
the murderers. They rile them all up into one room. And it's like everyone here has murdered a guy. It's like, God.
Yeah. We can have like a true crime show too.
Oh my God, they do like a fake murder mystery. It's like they're all murderers, but it's like a fake story where one of them's murdered and they have to guess who done it. But they've all been murderers before. But this time they're the cops, and it'll be like, see if they can get into the mind of a true murderer.
Which they are.
None of them get it though. It's too
Well, of course
complicated
not.
of a game.
Yeah. They just assume everyone did it.
No, they would get so mad. They'd be like, "This isn't how I done it. This is how I would have done it."
This is where we hide the bodies. Like, it's
Yeah.
Like, wait,
Look,
was
when
I the
killed
murderer
that
this
guy,
whole time?
this is how we did it. All right, like this. There was none of that.
none of it.
No.
That'd be good though. We get them in like costume and their characters, but none of them have like acted before, so it'd be.
I
fun to see
feel
how
like
they
all
play it.
murderers are theater kids. Like, I just
Yes.
feel in my heart of hearts, anyone who's ever murdered someone, like, thrived in drama. Like, that's.
I feel like any criminal that wasn't a financial crime was a theater kid at some point,
Well, like,
to do like a robbery, you have to like have some sort of like, you already did the scripting in your head, you already worked at the blocking, like your cues. Yeah, because like a theater kid, you like
you
figured
where you're supposed
out.
to stand. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've already like did a whole set design in your head. Like, that requires theater work. I think,
It
so
does.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
They always wear costumes, masks, and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at man. That's all I had in handy, Steve. I don't know what you want from me.
We'll do more crimes. That'll be our hobbies. We'll just go do crimes.
Oh, that's a fun. We'll not get caught though, because then you don't get to do all the crimes. Well, no, we have money. We have lawyers. We can do all the crime. We're good.
Yeah.
We're
We'll go just rob all the Gale and Weston stores. Like, we'll hit everyone.
all of them.
Every chain.
I think we should plan a flash mob where we just everybody runs like supermarket sweep, runs, fills the carts, and just runs out. I think we should just do that.
Oh, I like that idea. Okay, maybe for our 10th anniversary.
Our 10th, sure. By then,
Our 10th anniversary, grocery store, flash mob.
Yeah. Supermarket sweep.
Supermarket sweep, flash mob. At any giant chain grocery store near you.
Yeah, you don't have to go to everybody. Not the same one. I don't know. I feel like it might have to be at the same one, so like less likely gonna get caught because they can't arrest everybody.
I feel like if you can get 20 people per grocery store, that should
20.
be enough. Because like people aren't gonna know what's happening until partway through. And then the people that are gonna call are gonna be like minimum wage people. So if you get some of the workers in on it, they might hold off. Yeah, they're not gonna call right away. They'll let you guys get a head start.
That'll be
the
the
managers.
They'll be like, okay, give us 10 minutes. Slowly walk to the phone. And it'll be like, okay, everybody, you got 6 minutes. Fill your carts, run out, get into your car and get the fuck out of here.
And
Like,
if you
that's it.
coordinate it with like different cities and stuff where it happens all at the same time, like you're gonna overwhelm the cops because they're gonna have like in one city, like how many grocery stores are there here? Like if you hit 10 grocery stores, in
There's
one
not enough
city at the
police.
same time, they'll get all the calls at the same time. Where are they gonna go? They won't know. They're gonna be confused.
That's it. It's like
This is it.
and
This
then,
is it. I like this plan. I like it.
This is a
then-
great protest.
And then when everyone else is doing that, we can be the one that goes robs the bank because
Yeah.
now we can.
Having a good time.
Now we can. And then we get to be
Perfect.
rich. And then we can go live our lives.
And
doing
everyone
our
else got
bad
free
TV shows.
groceries. So good for them.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it takes a while to shove stuff like a whole basket. You're gonna have to practice, everybody. You need to train. 'Cause it's gonna take you a while to fill up your carts and run to your car, throw your groceries in, and fuck off. So you need to start. You got 10 years to train. It's like you got this Rocky montage. It. Like just
And
chase
if you have
chickens.
a person that could be in the car to like pop the trunk as soon as they see you, that kind of stuff.
The
Like
getaway
yeah.
car.
figure it
Yeah.
out. Work with your community.
That's right.
We need to do some community building to have a good healthy protest. So talk to people in your community, get them in on it.
Yeah. Get their list of groceries that they need,
Yeah.
Yeah, swap. If like you don't have to go everywhere in the grocery store. Get your neighbor to go to the bread, and they grab all the bread while you grab all the produce. And then you swap when you get home.
That's right. What one person's doing apples. That's a lot of apples. All you gotta do is like pick up the little tray and knock it down.
Yep.
Yeah, we got this.
So there we
The
go.
tower, yeah.
This is a good way to end this episode. 'Cause now I feel like,
pumped up?
solving world hunger. Like I feel like
That's right.
cool, we're gonna save the world. We can't, but I haven't dreamt like that since I was a child. Wow, I haven't had this much hope in a while.
The dreams that can come true. Oh,
Okay, well, again, I want to thank Stephanie Hurst for hanging in there and being our Patreon VIP. If you want to shout out at the end of our episodes, you can check out our Patreon and subscribe at the VIP level, or you can access all of our bonus stuff at the lowest level. You don't have to be as cool as Stephanie, but you can still be a little cool.
Yeah.
So
and you don't even have to like subscribe to our Patreon, but if you play Sims, we have a poster on there for your Sims for free.
yeah, like to put our poster in your game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to like know us. You just go and it's there. You just download it.
Share it with all your friends. Yeah.
Share it with all your friends. Yeah, it's just on our Patreon just for you.
And
Go
make
get it.
sure you like and rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. They really help. And if you write a review, we will read it during our episodes.
Or send us an email to our email, which
Yeah.
we don't have that written down anywhere, but it's opinionatedlushes@gmail.com. Real fast in there. Like at the end of something where like people are like doing their like spiel of things and they're just like, may cause diarrhea,
Is that a symptom of opinionated lushes?
It depends.
It's a side effect.
It depends.
Verbal
How, like-
diarrhea.
Like,
If your erection lasts longer than 4 hours, please speak to your medical professional,
not us.
practitioner.
We
Not
don't
us.
want- we don't- no, thank you.
We don't want to hear about your erection.
No, thank you. Not for us. We will show everyone.
Yeah.
It's danger.
Anyways, I guess we'll end it on erections. Good night.
Good night.
It's a good way to end anything. We're gonna end it on
Anything.
erection. Goodbye.